What's going on, Laker fans and even Nugget fans watching this? Coaster here to be talking about the NBA playoffs, and of course we're paired with the Denver Nuggets in the first round. This is going to be a tougher opponent than a lot of people probably expect. First of all, I think the Dallas Mavericks were trying to tank the last few games so that they not pair with the Lakers. Maybe it's because Lamar blowed him, is not doing so well that he's not even playing with the Mavericks even anymore. Uh, the Mavericks perfectly probably lost those games because the Lakers swept them. So congratulations, Mavericks. You wanted to play the Thunder. You got what you wanted. Denver Nuggets. Now this is going to be a very, very tough matchup because the Nuggets, they're one of those under-the-radar teams. They have a very good team play. George Karl's always good at making sure they play for the team, not always playing for themselves. I know Carmelo Anthony didn't make it like that, but Nuggets, very well team-oriented. They got a nice package in return. You got Gallinari. Still got, I know Wilson Chandler hasn't played a whole lot, but still got some nice people from the Knicks when they did make that trade. Lakers, though, they are the better team, and they're expected to win the series, and I said it's going to be tough. The Nuggets, we may have won majority of the games in the regular season, but if it weren't for, I think, a missed layup one of the games, and some really late closing it out, this series will be closer than probably the games will indicate. They've played us tough. And got not a credit. It's where Nene is no longer there. They're now using JaVale McGee a little bit more. They got Ty Lawson playing all right, and then they even have, of course, Aaron Aflalo, a guy that if you're a UCLA fan, you know that name very well. He's been stepping it up this season for the Nuggets. Always been one of the good defenders. But some of the keys for the Lakers here in this series, it's going to depend, of course, on the size up front. You got Andrew Bynum, you still got Pau Gasol, the two guys up front. If they can score from the rebounds and still use their size to their advantage, then the Lakers will cruise this series easier than people think. But the Nuggets play good defense. Who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be closer than people expect it to be. Kobe Bryant, sometimes he'll take too many shots. He still could close the game. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of fans and everyone still loves him, but he's got to make sure he doesn't take too many shots to try to take over a game, unless it's really needed to in the fourth quarter. But Kobe, obviously, you got to stay healthy, and guys, of course, has to be shining, but doesn't have to be doing everything. The supporting cast is really what will determine if the Lakers win this series or not. Got to have the role players step up, and of course, Ramon Sessions, he's overachieved from what I expected of him. I think he's averaging almost 13 and 6 a game. I had him saying 12 and 5 a game, so he's had a few nice dishes out, and he's got to make smart decisions, and I see him striving doing that since the Lakers picked him up. Then, of course, there's the suspension of Metta World Peace with the whole elbow getting hit. I know World Peace got suspended for that game against the Thunder. 6 games. He'll be out in this series for sure, unless it goes to Game 7. I don't think it will, but Metta World Peace. We're going to miss his defense. He's done a lot better this season, but he's got to keep things smart up in the head, and he didn't do that. So, Lakers, they got to make sure to play smart. Small forward, definitely one of those uncertain positions between Devin Eubanks. Sometimes you could even pop in Jordan Hill there. Of course, Luke Walton no longer there. Not that he's missed, but small forward position, definitely one of those uncertainties for sure with this team. You have to rotate even Steve Blake in at point guard a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see what the role players do with stepping it up. We saw that Jordan Hill and Devin Eubanks stepped it up in that game against the Thunder to end the year. If Jordan Hill plays the way he was expected to as a first-round pick, then this Lakers team will have the series locked down. I think if Jordan Hill becomes a really solid X-factor down the line, I hope he gets more playing time, because I know the whole system change and stepping it up, I know it takes time to adjust to a new team, but Ramon Sessions has done pretty well for his time being. I like what I'm seeing from him there, the clutch abilities. But yeah, the Nuggets always have been a good team and always been an underrated team, but they've always had trouble getting over the hump. And this will be a good test for the Nuggets as well. The Lakers have shown on home court they can compete with any team they want to, but on the road, they've been a lot more not as consistent as previous Laker teams of the past. This is definitely not one of those contending Lakers teams that most people expect or wish they had. This is definitely probably the third best team in the West. Not because of the standings, but I think specifically the Thunder, even though we beat them, the Thunder, Spurs, and even the Memphis Grizzlies. That was the biggest team I did not want to face in the first round, which I got my wish. Memphis Grizzlies is the one team I don't want to see until late, which luckily if they do go that far, they won't be seen. But I think the Memphis Grizzlies are one of those sleeper teams that I'm happy the Lakers didn't somehow lose the Pacific Division to. Clippers got a good future, and the Lakers getting older. They're going to need to somehow get younger, which luckily they did, getting Hill and getting Sessions, but they're still going to need to make sure they get younger for the near future. On the rookie watch, I thought Andrew Goudelock looked okay at times. Definitely showed signs for a rookie. But didn't see a whole lot out of the young watch from Devin Ebanks. I was hoping to see him get more playing time. That Darius Morris, did not see a whole lot from him, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Those late round picks, I know specifically Darius had to spend a lot of time in the D League, so... Let me know what you guys think of the series. What are your expectations as they play the Nuggets on Sunday? I'll try to go game by game, but if I don't have a video up immediately, don't start hounding me. The Lakers, there are expectations to win the series, but I think this will be a very intense series regardless, because the Nuggets have made things interesting. But them getting over the hump has been an issue, as I've said before. It'll be interesting to see how they handle it. So, until then, see you guys later. Let's hope the defense really steps it up. That's been a streaky thing for this team. And go Lakers. See you guys later.